Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. B&B spoilers. Steffy Forrester was worried about the wrong Logan woman. The bold and the beautiful B&B spoilers say Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McSinswood, has finally put Hope Logan, Annika Noel, in her place. Open season on Steffy's husband Dr. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, is just getting started though. Was Steffy worried about the wrong Logan woman this whole time? Here's what's coming up next on Bold and Beautiful. Keep reading for all the details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Bridget Forrester returns. Soap spoilers say fan fave Bridget Forrester, Ashley Jones, is on her way back to B&B, and Steffy Forrester should be concerned. Will Hope Logan's older sister catch the good doctor's eye? Dr. Finn is a respected doctor and already worked with Bridget Forrester in the past when Eric Forrester, John McCook, was on his deathbed. It's unclear what is bringing Bridget back to town. She could just be checking in on her mother Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, and her sister and aunts, but spoilers say Finn and Bridget will cross paths again. The Bold and the Beautiful viewers know that it has been almost a year since Bridget was on the soap, so she will most likely have a lot of catching up to do. After she hears about her sister and Finn's kiss mess, she will probably want him to fill her in on what's going on with her little sister. With their 2 medical licenses combined, maybe they will realize that Hope needs help. Steffy Forrester thinks she accomplished something by bullying Hope Logan away from her husband and threatening to end her career. But little does she know, Hope's older sister is the one she should really be worried about. B&B spoilers. Steffy Forrester should be concerned. Besides their chemistry, Steffy and Finn don't have a lot in common. When he begins bonding with another doctor and like mind, his wife will definitely notice. For months, Steffy Forrester has had one eye on Hope Logan, watching every move the younger woman made, particularly when it came to her husband, Finn. Steffy's fierce protectiveness over her marriage and her growing suspicion of Hope's motives turned into a near obsession. But as it turns out, Steffy might have been focusing on the wrong Logan woman all along. While Hope's flirtations and confessions about her attraction to Finn caused waves, Steffy's real threat was brewing quietly behind the scenes, from a source she never expected, Brooke Logan. Brooke's history with the Forrester men has always been tumultuous, and no one knows better than Steffy how quickly Brooke can turn lives upside down. Steffy has spent much of her adult life trying to keep Brooke at arm's length, wary of her influence over her father, Ridge, and the chaos she has caused in her family's lives. Yet with all of Steffy's focus on Hope, Brooke managed to stay under the radar, until now. A storm brews. As Steffy busied herself with blocking Hope's advances on Finn, an even more delicate situation unfolded at the Forrester mansion. Brooke, having recently rekindled her bond with Ridge, found herself tangled in more than just a romantic reconnection. Her eyes had shifted to something, or rather someone new, and that someone was none other than Finn. Brooke's charm is undeniable, and Finn, though always professional and seemingly devoted to Steffy, wasn't immune to her allure. He admired Brooke's poise, her confidence, and the way she commanded a room. After all, she had been an integral part of the Forrester legacy for decades, and her presence alone could be intoxicating to those who hadn't grown up watching her trail of broken hearts. For Finn, Brooke was an embodiment of strength, resilience, and beauty. With Steffy preoccupied with Hope, Brooke and Finn began crossing paths more frequently at the Forrester offices. Their exchanges were innocent at first, small talk about work, family updates, but with Brooke, innocent rarely stays that way for long. Unspoken desires. What began as casual conversations soon turned into something more personal. Finn found himself confiding in Brooke, seeking advice about his marriage, the pressures of balancing his professional life with Steffy's expectations, and of course the ongoing drama with Hope. Brooke, ever the strategist, listened intently, offering soothing words of wisdom while subtly planting seeds of doubt in Finn's mind. Was Steffy truly being fair to him? Brooke would wonder aloud. Shouldn't a husband and wife be a team, rather than Steffy dictating the terms of their marriage? The more Finn listened, the more he started questioning things he never had before. And Brooke, she enjoyed every minute of it. Steffy's blind spot. While Steffi was laser-focused on Hope's seemingly never-ending obsession with Finn, she failed to notice how close her mother-in-law had grown to her husband. The bond between Brooke and Finn had slowly become stronger, more personal, and even more intimate. Finn found himself seeking Brooke's company more often, drawn to her wisdom and experience. He felt seen, understood, and appreciated in a way he hadn't felt with Steffi in a long time. And it wasn't just that Brooke listened, she made him feel like a priority. She never dismissed his concerns or brushed them aside. If anything, she amplified them, quietly reinforcing the idea that maybe Steffi didn't appreciate him the way he deserved. Brooke's charm worked its magic, and while Finn didn't realize it yet, he was already caught in her web. The real kicker came when Brooke started dropping hints that she and Ridge were on shakier ground than they appeared. A few carefully chosen words, a look of vulnerability in her eyes, and suddenly Finn was hooked. He hated seeing Brooke in pain, and the idea of this strong, beautiful woman being underappreciated made him feel protective, even gallant. In Brooke's world, a man's need to protect was a powerful tool, and she wielded it expertly. The day of realization. Steffi's blind spot grew until it was too late. It wasn't until she saw Finn and Brooke sharing an unusually intimate conversation at the Forrester mansion that a tiny alarm bell went off in her head. Brooke's hand brushed lightly over Finn's arm, her gaze lingering a moment too long, and suddenly Steffi felt a chill run down her spine. At first she tried to dismiss it. Brooke was married to Ridge, or at least, they were trying to work things out, and Finn loved her, didn't he? But as the days passed, Steffi started noticing more subtle signs. The way Finn seemed distracted after his encounters with Brooke, the new intensity in Brooke's interest in Finn's well-being, and worst of all, the sinking feeling in Steffi's gut that something was terribly off. Steffi, usually so confident and in control, found herself questioning everything. Could it be that while she was worried about Hope's flirtations, the real threat to her marriage had been right under her nose the entire time? Was Brooke, her mother-in-law of all people, making a play for Finn? A brewing confrontation. Steffi's world was spinning, and it was only a matter of time before the confrontation came. Brooke, ever the picture of poise, would likely deny everything, of course. She would laugh off Steffi's concerns, call them ridiculous, perhaps even turn the blame back on her. Finn, he would be caught in the middle, torn between his loyalty to Steffi and the undeniable pull he felt toward Brooke. But the question remained, how far had things really gone between Brooke and Finn? And more importantly, how far were they willing to go? One thing was certain, Steffi had been worried about the wrong Logan woman. While Hope's flirtations had been nothing more than a distraction, Brooke had quietly positioned herself as the real danger to Steffi's marriage. And now Steffi had to fight not just to keep Finn, but to protect her entire family from the woman who had already destroyed so many others.